Hi guys, today I'm going to tell you all about how to make the best vision board to manifest your dream life, how to make it work, how to pick photos, how to find inspiration and everything like that. We'll be going through some questions to narrow down and define your goals and decide what really needs to be on your vision board, and just a bunch of other really cool things to help you make the perfect vision board. So first of all, what is a vision board? A vision board is not just aesthetics. A mood board is more of an aesthetic collection of images, while a vision board is a collection of images that really apply to your dream life, what you want to achieve, and what your life is going to look like. It's very related to manifestation and visualization, which I'll get into in a second, and it is basically a visual representation of what you want your life to look like. So what is manifestation? The word manifestation means to create something or to turn an idea into reality. Manifestation is basically all about setting intention and goals that you truly believe you can accomplish and will become your reality. Believing in something actually means you are more likely to achieve it. Having that positive growth mindset is proven to be better for achieving goals. Creating a vision board, seeing yourself in the position of achieving your goals, makes your manifestations and makes your goals feel less out of reach. So why should you vision board? Like I've mentioned before, vision boards basically are a map towards your goals. They show the steps and they show what it's going to look like. So they really help us visualize where we want to be and what it's going to look like once we're there. They also, I think, really allow you to hone in on, define and focus on what you truly want in life. I think vision boards make your goals less scary and less out of reach. If you're thinking about those goals, considering those goals, analyzing what it will take to get to those goals, putting yourself in the shoes of your future self who has achieved those goals, your goal's not going to feel so far away, it's not going to feel so out of reach. It's going to feel like it's just around the corner for you. Okay, so now we're getting into how to vision board, and I think you shouldn't just jump into finding the pretty pictures. I think you really need to start with a reflection. So there's two parts to this. I'm just looking down here because I have my notes because I want everything to be perfectly guided out for you guys. First, we're going to start with reflecting on goals you might already have. These are things you know you want to be on your vision board, but we're going to dive deeper into it. So first of all, what are the goals you already have? And now for each goal, why do you want to achieve this goal? And then again for each goal, what will it look and feel like once you achieve this goal? And now we have some questions for things you might not yet realize you want on your vision board, or if you're not quite sure what to put on there yet. So here are some really good reflection prompts for that. First of all, what does success look like to you? Second of all, what is holding you back from achieving your goals right now? What do you value in life? And now this is my favorite exercise. This is so revolutionary. Think back on 3 key moments where you felt truly happy in your life. Write them down, journal about them a bit, maybe do 2 minutes of free writing about that particular moment and what you remember. Now look at those 3 moments together and look what the commonalities are. What things, people, places, objects, feelings, locations are present in all of these moments? This will really help you figure out what you actually value. Okay, so step 2, we are going to define. Look at these reflection prompts and turn them into a list of manifestations. And I think the theory behind manifestation is to write them in present tense. So you're not going to write, I am going to get straight A's. You would write, I have straight A's. So write it in present tense like that. And something else you want to do is define the time frame. What I like to do is I like to have vision boards for certain time frames, obviously. So I have a 2023 vision board. Then I also have a 2023 summer vision board, and you might like to do a vision board for a certain holiday, a certain season, a vacation, maybe a season of life like university or high school. But I think it's really good not just to put everything you want on there. You want it to have a certain theme, and I think a time period is a really good way to do that. Now I actually have here my summer 2023 vision board. This is the physical one I printed off, but we got stuff like my graduation ceremony, swimming in the lake. It is crazy looking at this. Literally the day after I made it, something from here came true. Looking now, it's been a couple weeks, I can see so many things on here that have already manifested into my life. And now this list should be things you actually truly believe you can do and truly believe you can achieve in your life, and particularly in this time frame. So for example, with my summer vision board, I really want to go skiing later this year, and I really am manifesting, or I guess visualizing, improving my skiing and doing some harder runs. I've got some other manifestations that are a bit longer term, like writing a book. Those are incredible and they will be on my vision boards. However, they don't fit onto my summer 2023 vision board, so defining your goal helps you figure out what's going to be on there. We're on to the fun part now. It's time for inspiration and collecting. Start by searching up keywords from your goals on Pinterest. I know you can use a variety of platforms. Unsplash is another good one. Obviously just Google, but Pinterest is my favorite. Let's look at keywords. If you want want to travel, obviously put in like travel aesthetic or that kind of thing, but think about where you want to travel, what country, what activities, what cities. So you might want to put Italy aesthetic or Rome aesthetic or cooking class in Italy rather than just travel. If you're looking for like good grades kind of thing, obviously put study, dark academia, good grades aesthetic, all that kind of stuff. But what are you studying? Your photos, if you're studying programming and arts and acting or science, might be very different. Also, where are you studying? On my vision board here, I graduated last year with the first class from the University of Leeds, and I'm going back this year for my graduation ceremony. So I don't just have any university on this vision board. Where is it? Here I actually have a photo of the University of Leeds, and I know this is going to be where my ceremony is. So be really specific to your situation. Again, another example, working out what actual activities do you enjoy, what are you going to be doing, because if it's skiing or yoga or swimming, they're going to be very different pictures, and just do again what applies to you. A big focus for me is to have photos that look like you, and I think this really helps with visualizing yourself in this position and seeing yourself achieving your goal. So for example, I have brunette hair, I am not going to have a blonde girl on my vision board, and I do have like this live Pinterest board where I have a bunch of kind of visualization manifestation things, and I'm more lenient on that. But on my printed vision board I'm making for a specific time period, I really like to find photos of people who at least somewhat look a little bit like me. Like I mentioned earlier, you can use all these online websites, but you can also use magazines, books, some physical things to find images, and that's also a really nice activity to go through some magazines and find some images. But like I said, I like to be really specific, so if you're going to do that, I think pairing that with online searching is the best way to do it. And this was a game changer for me. I recently heard someone say this, and I've implemented it into my recent vision board. Again, I'm just using this one because it's the one I have with me. My 2023 vision board is actually my desktop and lock screen, but here. So I have photos of me on my vision board, and the tip I saw was to find photos of when you were truly living in alignment with your dream life. And that was game changing because I've never used photos that I've taken or photos of me on my vision board before, and I wanted to really recommend it because doing this helps you reflect and look back and see when you are actually on the journey and on the way to achieving your goals. Another tip is to be intentional. So look back at that list we made earlier of all your manifestations, and what I like to do is focus on one at a time and find images for each manifestation, each bullet point on the goals list, if you will, and find images for that and then cross it off. And then something I like to do to keep it really intentional, which is more into the creation process later, I like to write down on the back of each photo, if I'm doing it physically, which goal each photo applies to just keep it really intentional. And another fun thing you can do is to add quotes that might inspire your goals or inspire you. Another way to get inspired for your vision board or to help figure out the path you want to be on is with today's sponsor, Keen. I'm really into astrology, so I actually got an astrology reading through Keen, which really helped inspire my vision board. Keen can help you connect with all different kinds of spiritual advisors like tarot readers, astrologers, and more. If you want to explore more with a reading, if you want to ask some questions, or if you're just interested in spirituality, you can really easily do this with my link. You can choose from so many different readers, whichever one suits you best. I personally wanted to ask about life direction, goals, that kind of thing, because I was looking at intentions for my vision board. I totally misspoke and told you guys the wrong price. It's cheaper than I thought. You can get a 10-minute reading for only $1.99, up to $99 in savings, which is so good. That's if you use my link in the description, so check out Keen down below. The next step is to create your vision board, which is so much fun. I love a physical vision board, obviously, and I have all of my past ones somewhere in a folder and in my various past bullet journals. I love being creative, and I think putting all these images together and really setting down a time and an intention to just focus on this is really powerful. So basically, if you're doing it this way, you want to print out all of the photos, cut them out, or so for this you want to print out all of the photos, cut them out, and stick them in. So you can do this in a journal, on a poster board, or you can stick them to a wall with blue tack, or on like a cork board. But I do have to admit this is very time consuming, so what I've got into recently is digital vision boards, which is really good if you're in a bit more of a time crunch or you want to be able to see it a lot on the devices that we use a lot of the time. So with this one, I used Canva and I made it digitally, but then I printed it. So it's a really nice halfway point between digital and print. A really good place to put it is your home screen or your lock screen or something like that. And so really good places to do this are Canva, Landing, Pinterest Shuffles, Google Slides, Pages, Word. You have so many options, so just get into making your vision board. The final step is visualization. You don't want to just make your vision board and never look at it again. And now I've made that mistake before, so what you want to do is put your vision board somewhere where you're going to see it. That's why I keep saying print it out, put it in your office, put it on your laptop home screen, put it on your your phone lock screen, because you are going to see that all the time. This might be the most important thing to keep your goals and your manifestations front of your mind. You want to remind yourself of the journey you are on and not necessarily what the end point is, because self-improvement and all of that and reach your goals is a never-ending journey, but these are the stepping stones, the check marks in your journey. Again, it makes your goals feel more within reach and makes your dream life feel much less far away. It motivates you and your brain recognizes patterns. So if you're showing your brain these pictures all of the time, you are going to start to see these things appear in your everyday life. Now, for example, I made this vision board and then Jake and I went out on a date night, and there was this little photo on here of just like a summery Italian restaurant, and we totally by coincidence went to a summery Italian restaurant, and I'd never been there before. I had no idea what the food was like, I had no idea what the interior was like. A couple days later, and I was printing this off and I was like, that photo looks exactly like a photo I took from dinner. Even though it's not the same restaurant, it's not even the same thing I ordered, our brains recognize a pattern, and I recognize that is something I had seen before. And it's a really good way to express gratitude and mindfulness with the way our goals are manifesting in our life. And you really want to focus on that. Gratitude and mindfulness are key in visualization, manifestation, and achieving your goals. So that is it. This is my total complete guide to making a vision board that is going to help you live and manifest your dream life. And I really hope you guys got something from this video. If you're making a vision board after this, let me know down below, and if you want, you can tag me in it if you post it on Instagram. My Instagram is at Elsa Mitchell, if you're posting a story of it or anything. And yeah, I really hope you did like this video. If you did, please do press like, and please do subscribe, because I'd love to see you guys next time. And again, thank you so much for watching.